Are you happy? Please don't think that I am getting too personal, but this is an important question. Today, many people think that money is the key to happiness. Some want a larger house or a more upscale lifestyle. Others want a bigger salary or more money in their bank account. Money is important, but statistics show that poor people are often happier than their rich neighbors. Let's look at the case of Bhutan, a tiny kingdom which borders on India and Tibet. The country is poor, but the citizens are proud of their culture and attached to their Buddhist values. A recent survey lists Bhutan as the happiest country in Asia and the 8th happiest country in the world. What is the secret? According to the kings of Bhutan, the key to happiness is quality of life. In their opinion, a good government must provide every citizen with food to eat, a place to live, and clothing to wear. In addition, citizens must learn about their cultural traditions, protect the environment, build spiritual values, and respect other people. This combination of material, cultural, and spiritual values improves the quality of life and makes people happier. As the old saying goes, you can't buy happiness. So the next time you are feeling sad, remember this lesson from Bhutan.
I'm sure you know that Haha no Hi is the day when Japanese honor their mothers. They may bring her flowers or a gift, and maybe even take her to a nice restaurant. Do you know why this holiday is celebrated on the second Sunday of May? To answer this question, we have to look at the story of an American woman named Anna Jarvis. On Sunday, May 9th, 1905, her dearly beloved mother died. Upset by this loss, Anna was determined to establish a special holiday for mothers. 2 years later, she organized a memorial service for her mother. There were 500 guests. Each one received a white carnation because this had been her mother's favorite flower. It took years of hard work for Anna's dream to come true. On May 9, 1914, the American President Woodrow Wilson declared that Mother's Day was a national holiday to be celebrated on the second Sunday of May. Since then, this custom has spread to many nations, although the date is not always the same. The carnation is still the special flower for Mother's Day. You should wear a red carnation if your mother is living. If she has passed away, then you should wear a white one. It doesn't matter whether you call your mother Haha, Mama, Mata, Uma, or Kunmae. Mothers are always special. Anna Jarvis was right.
Did you know that there are more than 300 Japanese-style gardens in North America? Of these, the gardens at the Morikami Museum in southern Florida are ranked as number 8 on the list. This museum, with its gardens, is named after George Tsukeiji Morikami. Here is his story. In 1906, the 19-year-old Morikami left his hometown of Miyazu in Kyoto Prefecture and sailed for the U.S. Unlike most Japanese immigrants, he did not settle in California, but went to southern Florida to work as a farmer. Through the years, he bought lots of farming land. Eventually, he became a very wealthy man. Although Morikami loved the U.S., he was also proud of his Japanese heritage. He wanted Americans to learn about his homeland. To make this dream come true, he gifted his land to the local government for a public park. In 1977, the Morikami Museum and Japanese Gardens opened. Today, it is an important center for Japanese culture. There are special exhibitions, Japanese language courses for adults and children, and classes in traditional Japanese arts and crafts, kirigami, ikebana, bonsai, and tea ceremony. Visitors can also enjoy typical Japanese festivals such as Tanabata or Obon. For most visitors, the gardens are the highlight. There they feel a deep sense of peace and understand the Japanese love of nature. George Morikami's dream of sharing Japanese culture with others has certainly come true.
Italy is the traditional home of pizza. The earliest pizza had no tomatoes because this plant did not grow in Europe. The first tomatoes were introduced in the 1500s by the Spanish explorers. They brought this plant back from South America. Soon, Europeans discovered that tomatoes are tasty, nutritious, and easy to grow. Pizza, as we know it today, was born in Naples in the late 1800s. A famous Neapolitan baker named Raffaele Esposito wanted to honor Margherita, Queen of the New Kingdom of Italy. In 1889, he decorated his special pizza with ingredients that represented the colors of the new Italian flag: basil for the green, mozzarella for the white, and tomatoes for the red. The Queen loved Esposito's colorful patriotic pizza, which bears her name, Pizza alla Margherita. The other famous Neapolitan variety is pizza alla marinara. Here are the ingredients: tomatoes, oregano, garlic, and extra virgin olive oil, but no cheese. This simple recipe was created by an unknown sailor's wife, marinara, as they say in Italian. Today, pizza is an international favorite. It's a popular dish which is quick, tasty, and easy to prepare. More important, ingredients can be added or changed to suit the local taste. For example, Indians use spicy tandoori chicken in their pizza. The Japanese like their pizza with seafood. Malaysians substitute chicken or turkey with satay sauce for ham or pepperoni. The Hawaiians top their pizza with fresh pineapple or bananas. Which of these international varieties would you like to taste?
Most people agree that the rose is one of the most beautiful flowers. Throughout history, there have been many stories and legends about the rose, especially the red rose. Would you like more information about why the red rose is the symbol of passionate love? Once upon a time, according to an old Persian tale, there was a garden filled with flowers of every species. All the flowers were lovely, but the most beautiful of all was the pure white rose. One evening, a young nightingale flew into the garden. As soon as he saw the beautiful white rose, he immediately fell in love with her. To attract her attention, he began singing a passionate love song. The white rose listened, but she did not say a word. Every night, the young bird returned to the garden and serenaded his beloved rose. Every night, his songs became more intense and beautiful than before. Finally, the nightingale could no longer control his emotions. How quickly his little heart beat! He flew close to the rose and held her delicate body so close that a thorn pierced his breast. The blood from his heart fell on the white rose, and she turned red. Ever since then, a red rose symbolizes passionate love. Today, whenever a woman receives red roses, she immediately understands the message. There is no need for written or spoken words. She is sure that the man who sent her the roses loves her. After all, red roses are the symbol of passionate love.
If you go to Nagasaki, be sure to visit the Glover residence, popularly known as the Madame Butterfly House. Then stroll through the lovely gardens where you will see the statue of Giacomo Puccini. This famous Italian composer wrote the beautiful opera called Madame Butterfly. This opera tells a story about love, betrayal, and cultural differences. An American naval officer named Pinkerton comes to Nagasaki, where he meets the geisha Cho-Cho-san. She is like a butterfly, beautiful and graceful. They get married. Cho-Cho-san marries for true love, but Pinkerton marries without thinking about the future. He knows that a Japanese wife would not be accepted in his country. After a few months, Pinkerton decides to return to the U.S. because he wants to find an American wife. He does not tell Cho-Cho-san the truth. Instead, he promises to come back in the spring. Poor Cho-Cho-san believes his false promise and waits faithfully. She is eager for him to meet their new son. 3 years later, Pinkerton returns to Nagasaki with his American wife. Cho-Cho-san is shocked by his betrayal. She never thought that he would abandon her and marry another woman. To save her honor, Cho-Cho-san decides to commit suicide. Before killing herself, however, she gives Mrs. Pinkerton the baby boy. Pinkerton runs to her house to apologize, but Cho-Cho-san is already dead. If this story took place in the 21st century, Pinkerton would have brought his Japanese wife to the U.S. Thanks to education, TV, and the Internet, we know more about foreign cultures. This information makes us less afraid of cultural differences. That is why intercultural marriages are no longer taboo.
If you visit Italy, Spain, or any other Mediterranean country, you will discover that most stores close for lunch. Depending on the country and the season, this break lasts anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. During the long lunch, some people take a siesta, the Spanish word for nap, so they can relax and digest their meal. In summer, the siesta allows them to stay indoors during the hot afternoon hours. People from other cultures sometimes disapprove of the siesta. In their opinion, afternoon naps are only for small children, invalids, or seniors. Everybody else should keep busy during the day and sleep only at night. Medical research shows that siestas are good for your health, both physical and mental. First of all, they relax your body so you can unwind. After a short nap, you feel refreshed and ready to go. Second, they rest your mind so you think more clearly. Third, they increase your ability to learn. I am sure that you want to know why. According to recent studies, a nap allows your brain to organize the information it has received. While you rest, the brain can clear out the area where your short-term memories are stored. When you wake up, this area is empty, so you can store new information there. This is why your learning ability peaks after a nap. Next time you feel stressed out, stop what you are doing. Take a short nap. If you nap on the train, don't miss your stop. That wouldn't be smart, would it?
Pets are popular in most cultures. They provide companionship and enjoyment. Once you have a pet, you must be willing to care for your new friend. Some pet owners, however, are irresponsible. If their pet becomes too difficult or dangerous, they simply abandon it. Unfortunately, unwanted pets are causing eco-disasters. Please let me explain the situation in Florida, especially in the Everglades. These large subtropical wetlands in the southern part of this state are home to many different kinds of birds, fish, reptiles, and animals. Today, the future of this area is threatened by the invasion of unwanted pets. Believe it or not, cats represent the highest number of abandoned pets that have invaded the Everglades. They are disrupting the food chain because they kill lizards, fish, small mammals, and birds. While cats may be more numerous, Burmese pythons are far more dangerous. These huge snakes were imported from Asia as exotic pets. They are very dangerous because their average length is 3.7 meters. They are so powerful that they compete for food with the alligators, reptiles that measure over 3 meters long and weigh as much as 350 kilos. Pythons are creating serious eco-disasters in Florida. Since they have no natural enemies, they reproduce rapidly. If the pythons leave the Everglades and move into residential areas, they could endanger the local population. The python invasion would not have happened if pet owners had been responsible. Sad to say, humans are causing many eco-disasters. Unless we respect and protect nature, the future of our planet Earth will be at risk.